assault rifles and head-to-toe camouflage. The hunt for Australia's most wanted man, Malcolm Naden, now resembles a military operation. No one has gotten closer to the police manhunt outside of Noondock than Daily Telegraph photographer Peter Lorimer.
Yeah, we were allowed to shoot the start, and I've got to stress it was only the start of the search, and then we had to get the hell out of there. I photographed a couple of blokes heavily camouflaged, and you know, within the space of a minute you can lose them. You can't see them in the scrub, so they obviously know what they're doing, but whether they can creep up on this bloke's another thing. The protocol they got to follow is very strict, and that's the similar thing to around headquarters here. They're not giving much away. Once you hit the scrub with them and that, there seems to be leaders. There's blokes, you know, stretch out across the scrub, but they seem to be covering plenty of territory now.
While poor weather has hampered police efforts, Naden, who was taught bush survival skills by his father, has been able to use his knowledge of the countryside to evade capture.
We've got a bit of a break in the weather at the moment, but it's been drizzle nearly, you know, for the last 4 days. You might get a little bit of a break, but I know a lot of the boys and a lot of the locals around here are talking about, you know, how this bloke can survive with so many leeches down there, let alone the conditions of the terrain. You sweep into grazing land where you've got, you know, thousands of sheep, and then all of a sudden you just hit dense forest, pine forests, undulating lands, gorges, valleys, you name it. You know, you just to see, you know, 10, 15 foot in front of you in most places when you hit the scrub is near impossible. There's probably 8 or 9 different teams that go out. This morning's the first time that sort of everybody left at once and concentrated on the one area. The police they've got a lot of camo gear, they've got night vision glasses, heavy artillery, just about everything they need to find this bloke, but it's proven pretty difficult. It's like trying to find a flea on a camel.
Wanted for murder and indecently assaulting a 15-year-old girl, police upped their 6-year search effort to unprecedented levels since the skilled bushmen shot at and wounded an officer last week. Despite challenges, there are signs police are closing in on their man.
The choppers have been around nearly every day, weather permitting. Some days they can't get here till lunchtime because of the heavy fog and heavy cloud. Yesterday they picked up task force operators and actually dropped them into the scrub. They sort of have been looking through a wide area around here over the last couple of days, but today both choppers headed in the same direction, which is where we went, where the search started.
Photographer Peter Lorimer will be filing further reports from the scene as the manhunt for Malcolm Naden continues.